do that by just throwing more money at it, especially in its current thoroughly corrupted and politicized condition. What you do is you go in and you say, where are we wasting money? Step one is get rid of the bureaucrats, get rid of the leftist activists, including people like Millie. If you were to just get rid of them, you could cut the payroll by about 40% at least. Okay. And then you take what you've got in the way of true fighting men and women who want to do what's right for the country, and you put your heads together with them and say, how do we make this operation as efficient, as effective as possible, so that everybody around the world knows that the U.S. military, we hesitate to use it, but if we're going to use it, we're going to go in with a sole purpose and sole focus on winning, and we're able to do it.
Yeah, and you want people who from the outside are trying to get in the Army, you want those people to see exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
Because they're not coming in under this DEI stuff or the woke stuff.
Yeah, and I've had to actually tell people, young people, that contrary to when I was in, that I would not at this point recommend joining the military, because they're going to make you compromise your fundamental morals. As a patriot, as a Christian, you've got to buy into all of this leftist moral and spiritual rot. You have some commander, some guy shows up in front of you in a dress and wants to be called ma'am. You're supposed to do it. There's no way you can honestly do that, and there's no way you can fight a war in the midst of all of that. So yeah, that needs to change.
No, exactly right. Now we buy our drones from China. They know exactly what we see. In other words, they're linked to China. Hopefully they'll be dropped, including some of this medicine, this medicine that comes out of China. We know now that where the pandemic came from, it came from the Wuhan lab, that everybody who said that, including me, would get banned because of this.
Let's go back to both of these here. First of all, you're not allowed to say that it came from the Wuhan lab, and you look at the fact that it really did, but you're not allowed to say it. What does that go back to? That goes back to, maybe I'll get him to hold up my book there. It goes back to Alinsky. You can't speak the truth, or we're going to attack you. And so this is how you beat it, folks. You don't follow the leftist rules. Okay, you follow our rules.
I didn't retract that at all.
No, and God
bless you. I was
you.
one of the lucky ones. I got banned, but not horribly banned. They cut a bunch of people off of my show.
But they had a silencing effect on all of us. Yes. Now let me give you another little example. I worked for a coal-fired power plant back in Wyoming. That was my professional career.
What's that? You were what?
I worked for a coal-fired power plant back in Wyoming. Okay, they were upgrading their control systems to where they were computerizing all the controls.
Yeah.
And they bought a bunch of memory sticks, like the little thumb drives and stuff we plug in. Mm-hmm. They bought a bunch of those. They were from China, and they found out that they all had software